Welcome to the EATEL game of the week on REV TV. We are at the Gold Dome in Santa. It's cold and it's rainy outside, but we are nice and comfortable inside getting ready for girls basketball as the Dutchtown Lady Griffins, who are 11-0-2 on the season, will take on the Santa Lady Gators, 13-9, 1-0 on the season. I'm Jeff Borsch. Coach Quack will be in just a moment, but we'll take a break. You are watching the EATEL game of the week on REV TV.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score. Because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered to order, always fresh, never frozen chicken fingers. Craveable cane sauce, crispy pickle cut fries, and jugs of freshly made lemonade. Raisin chicken fingers, one love.
New inventory arriving weekly at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. We've got truckloads of inventory en route. Even if you don't see it on the lot, it's on the way. During the end of summer sale at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. Like the new 2021 Sierra 1500 on the way at RossDowningHammond.com. RossDowningGonzales.com.
You care about cars. So do we. Donaldsonville Glass Body has been around for over 40 years, providing unparalleled collision repairs and customer service, especially when your car are having the worst day ever. When you demand exceptional workmanship, call Donaldsonville Glass Body. Free up for your collision repairs and get it back as good as new. It's your choice, so why choose the best? Donaldsonville Glass Body.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics, an avid supporter in our community. Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
Pico Builder Supply, your one-stop lumberyard, provides an extensive selection of quality building supplies for your new construction and remodeling. We offer computer-aided estimating of your building and remodeling plans, as well as blueprint copies. From humble beginnings to becoming the industry leader in Gonzales and beyond. Pico proudly supports our local community because we believe in giving back to those who have had a hand in our success. Let the experts at Pico Builder Supply help with your new project today.
If you believe in me,
I'll be the first one in our family to graduate college.
I'll be the one to change our history of diabetes.
I'll live a healthy life.
If you believe in me, I'll know my worth and face value.
I'll be stronger than a weak heart. I'll know 68 pounds carried weight in this world.
If you believe in me,
I'll believe in myself.
Belief in our children can change their future. Our Lady of the Lake Children's Health.
The Tuttle Law Firm is fighting for our clients to get best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Todd, the newest member of the Tuttle Law Firm.
We understand it can be frustrating dealing with your claims.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Tuttle Law Firm today.
We're not just based on an ad.
Call 756 when you get injured. You gotta call. You gotta call.
Welcome back to EATEL game of the week on REV TV. Borsch and Swag with you. Girls basketball. District play, Dutchtown versus Santa. And Swag, let's take a look at the coaches. Dutchtown. We saw them last week in a loss against Ascension. They're led by Delry, and he is really turning things around at Dutchtown and making it very respectable. And at Santa Bianca Harvey in her second year. She's got things rolling right now.
Well, both of them are in the second year. I think Bianca Harvey basically inherited more of an experienced team. Chase Delry, he started from pretty much scratch. But we've discussed this along with Lyle from last year's Dutchtown team to this year's Dutchtown team. Leaps and bounds, a lot better. Girls are really playing a lot better, and it's almost like you see their district record being 0-2, but you almost have a chance to win every game. And once they make that turn where they start winning some of these close games, great things may be in store for them. And in Santa Maria, Bianca Harvey has really done a great job last year. Going into the playoffs, I think it was West Jeff or East Jeff. Nice victory right there, and then lost a close game to Walker in the second round of the playoffs. So, we're talking about, when you look at both of these teams, Santa Maria's number 17 in the power rankings. Of course, we're all aware that your top 32 go to the playoffs, and most importantly, your top 16 get a home game. And so Bianca Harvey and the Lady Gators, they're pushing to try to get down into that 16, that low teen mark, if possible. And that'll happen if you continue to win the district games. And Dutchtown's at 37, which means they're not in the playoff picture right now, but a couple of wins. And, of course, when you win, Jeff, that means you're beating teams that are below you, or in front of you, ahead of you. And so that means they're going to move in the high numbers. And there's Bianca Harvey right there, and really doing a great job. Donaldsonville girl, very good athlete at Donaldsonville. Nice to watch her come up through the years as an athlete and now as a coach. So got to win games if you're going to improve in the power rankings.
Right. We'll get to the starting lineups in a minute, but let's talk about that for a second. Dutchtown at 37. They need a couple of wins. They're going to have to pull off an upset or two to make it to the postseason. A win right here could do big things for them and maybe get them closer to that playoff spot. And it's a big game for Santa Maria, too, because they're at 17. They'd be a road team if the season ended tonight. They want to get a home game, get at least a 16, but then you want to move up away from that 17-16 line, too, so you don't wind up playing number one in the second round.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach Delry said, just get me in the top 32. Mm-hmm. But this is what I like about it. If you look at Dutchtown's schedule, usually when you finish your district schedule, it's over with.
Yeah.
Playoffs start or they don't start. Dutchtown's playing Family Christian, St. Charles Catholic,
right?
Dunham, and Bruley. These are all teams that can help you. They're decent enough teams that if you beat them, you can improve in your power rankings. And I think that's going to be, a good move for Coach Delry and his Lady Griffin girls as far as having a better chance at the playoff mark.
So we're about 3 minutes away from the opening tip. So let's get to the starters on offense for Dutchtown. Number 3, Taylor Lemon. Number 13, Nia Miller. Number 14, Rianne Parker. 21, Sailor Donaldson. And 33, Tori Ferry. That's the starting lineup for Dutchtown.
A couple of years, here we go with Santa Maria, and we'll talk about a little bit about personnel and stuff like that. You got Amaya Barlow, Haley Hydell, Brett Myers, Deanna Thornton, and Denia Thornton, and Taylor Shields. I'm going to just tell you that, Santa Maria is playing without Katrina Byers tonight, one of their top players. And so the 6th girl and the 7th girl and possibly the 8th girl has got to come in. We've noticed some changes in the lineup for Coach Delry. Now he's been relying on a 6th and 7th girl over the last couple of weeks, and he's finally getting a couple of girls back, not at full time, but possible some time that they could put, which are past starters for him, can get involved in the game plan each and every game.
Right. They're still missing one of their seniors, Marcia Vessel, but they are getting some players back. So it could be interesting with Santa Maria one starter down. That could make this game a little more competitive, as you would You would think that Santa Maria, with their record and their district record at 1-0 with a win over St. Joseph, they're a good team. Dutchtown still trying to find their way. We saw them last week on Thursday as they lost to East Ascension, but it was a close game.
Well, I just believe in the girls and boys district that every night any one of the two teams can play and win. I just think that it's just one of these situations where I don't think any team is just totally outstanding, but they're all good enough to beat one another. And the thing that, these teams have to understand, when you play in this game right here, Santa Maria versus Dutchtown, it doesn't matter if it's tiddlywinks or football or basketball or track or baseball or softball, whatever. This is Santa Maria versus Dutchtown.
Right.
This is a big game, and it's a district game.
It's a big test for them to see where they are compared to last season. So we'll get to the starting lineups as they're going to be introduced over the intercom here, over the PA.
And your Santa Maria Lady Gators. And now the starting lineups. And first for the visiting Lady Griffins. At guard number 3, a junior, Taylor Lemon. At guard number 13, a junior, Naya Miller. At guard number 21, a senior, Sailor Donaldson. At forward number 14, a junior, Brianne Parker. At forward number 33, a junior, Tori Berry. The Lady Griffins are coached by Chase Bellery, Brittany Boone, Latoya Walker, and Kent Lejeune. And now, would you please welcome the starting lineup for your Santa Maria Lady Gators. At guard, number 3, a senior, Amaya Barrow. At guard, number 10, a junior, Hallie Idell. At forward,
They said Highly.
number 13, a senior, Brett Meyer. At forward, number 15, a junior, Denia Thornton. And at guard, number 20, a junior, Taylor Shields. The Gators are coached by assistant coaches Gideon, Brooke Ellistar, and your head coach, Bianca Harvey.
So there you go with the starting lineups. Again, Dutchtown, Lemon, Miller, Parker, Donaldson, Ferry, Santa Maria, Barrow, Idell, Myers, Thornton, and Shields. And we're ready to go. District basketball on the way. Dutchtown versus Santa Maria.
Well, you're going to have the opening tip. How important is that, Jeff?
Well, it's important as far as the possession arrow goes in the future. It's a big deal
when you have good basketball, right, rarely do you have a lot of jump balls in that. So usually it's just back and forth. And what you really get concerned about when it ends that second quarter, and especially that fourth quarter.
And so you see Thornton and Donaldson ready for the tip.
Well, Thornton was a girl that we had at Galvez. She looked like she's grown a little bit since those days.
And it's won by Santa Maria. And this is Idell.
Yeah, so Dutchtown starts out man-to-man.
Pass down low and a whistle and a foul. Looks like Donaldson will commit the foul, and Thornton will go to the line. So that's first team foul. Thornton shooting 2. Just underway. And it's good. That's one thing that these girls do well at Santa Maria is hit a lot of free throws. When you go back to the playoff game.
Wow, that was like a 32 for 34 or 35 night. I'm still waiting to see that in the NBA.
Yeah, they're good at fundamentals. As Dutchtown trying to get past the half-court pressure and a double dribble. And so Miller lost it, picked it up, dribbled again, and commits the turnover, and the Lady Gators.
Coach Derry's questioning that call on the double dribble. Lady Gators in a full court press.
We'll talk about that. We saw that last year in this game. Also played at the Gold Dome as a shot up and no good. Rebound goes to Sanama. The miss from Myers, but the offensive rebound and a steal by Ferry. And here comes Dutchtown. This is Miller again. Over to Donaldson for three. No good. Fight for the rebound goes to Thornton.
And Thornton right there.
Thornton driving up and short. Rebound Ferry for Dutchtown off of the foot of Thornton. It'll be Dutchtown possession. And we expect to see full court pressure here from Sanama. And this is where the good litmus test comes in, because Dutchtown just couldn't break that press early in the game last season.
It looks like they're in a zone. So 1-2-2. You got 10 seconds to get it across.
Donaldson, they'll have to hurry, and it gets her over, and they are successful as Lemon gets it.
I know Coach Delry's saying that was successful, but we need to do a lot better than that.
Right, Donaldson drives the lane, now kicks it out. Lemon fakes the three, drives, loses it. And tie ball. And so the possession arrow goes to Dutchtown. So that's what I was talking about with the jump there, Swack. Sanama was able to win the jump, but that means that Dutchtown gets the next tie ball there, and so that's a big deal. They maintain possession. But they lose it very quickly. And here comes Sanama with the drive into the lane, up and in. Barrow with the points. It's 4-0.
Barrow right there from coast to coast on that.
Good job breaking the pressure here. Much better this time. Miller dribbles off her foot, and Lemon fights for it. Whistle. And Lemon's going to be called for the foul. Lemon can't believe that. She looked like she was shocked by the call, but guilty of the second foul for Dutchtown.
And Brett Myers, your point guard, out here for the Lady Gators. Little motion offense.
So this is Shields and a
nice steal right there.
And here comes Miller driving the lane up. No good. Rebound goes to Sanama. And they have 4-on-1. And a nice block by Donaldson, but they get a shot off. No good. Offensive rebound, scores.
Boy, Thornton, nice job on the rebound and was caught directly underneath the goal there, Jeff, and was able to step out and flip that thing off the backboard for an easy layup.
And a three from Lemon is no good. Rebound, Miller, and tries to get it to Ferry, but she loses it. And here comes Sanama. And this is EATEL. Kicks it out to Thornton, fakes the three. And so Barrow will set up with 5 minutes left to go. 6-0 Lady Gators. Thornton guarded by Donaldson. Now EATEL pass down low, up, and no good.
Myers tried a little flip shot in the goal right there and could not get it to go in.
I believe that's Ferry's third rebound on defense, so she's making her presence known down low. And now Dutchtown sets up. Sailor Donaldson passes over, and now they'll set up at the top. Now Miller gets it to Lemon. Dutchtown looking for their first points of the night. Get it inside to Ferry. Stolen by Thornton. I believe Dutchtown has one shot so far here tonight. Inside at least, as a shot, and another rebound by Ferry. So they did get a couple of shots outside, but only one shot in the paint so far for Dutchtown.
EATEL just barely missed that easy little layup right in there.
And another rebound by Ferry, and she scores.
So we have a situation here where Sailor Donaldson last week was scoring left and right to start the game. Hadn't made a bucket yet. Been in the open spot. Here she is again for the three.
And it's a short, an air ball. That you don't see that very often by Donaldson, and Hallie Heidel will have it.
Heidel and Myers mixed up just a little while ago, but
Thornton has it now. Thornton will drive into the lane, put it up, and no good. Offensive rebound. She gets her own. And another one and goes up, and it's in and a foul. Off balance, threw up, would look like a prayer there, and it was answered.
I mean, look at the arms of Thornton. And when she goes up and gets that vertical jump, that, she's a foot above everybody, and made probably the percentage on that shot was not going to be real good, but it ricocheted off that backboard and in. And now trying to get the three-point play here.
Dutchtown substitution, Zoe Dixon. Santamah, as the shot is missed and it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Lady Griffins. Substitution for Santamah, Callie Hanno, number 50. And steal on the pressure. Santamah has the ball back. Kicks it out to Hanno. She'll drive and then pass it out, and a three, good. And that's Amaya Barrow, and it's 11-2.
Barrow, nice rotation on the ball.
Dutchtown does a good job getting it across. Parker has it. Now Lemon will drive and gets it, and a shot by Dixon is no good. Rebound, Santamah, and that's Shields, and they're running. Thornton tries the baseline, comes back. Now shot in the lane, pass in the lane, and shot blocked. And a timeout called. That was a good block there by Agent Jordan, number 15, who's also checked into the game. So it's 11-2, 2:13 left to go, and so far Santamah's looked good out the gates.
Well, you have this is the problem with the press a lot of times, Jeff. You're so concerned about breaking the press. There's Coach Delry right there talking to his girls on the short timeout, that when you get down the floor and you finally break the press, sometimes you get out of sync and you're not running your offense and stuff like this. So it looked to me like he just needed to settle them down a little bit. Let's break the press. Let's go down here and run our offense, and let's get some good things going. And then the Lady Gators have had a number of shots from all over and just haven't made a ton of them, but they're ahead 11-2.
Yeah, the difference is the shot disparity. Dutchtown's not getting a lot of looks at the basket so far, and that's another turnover. Santamah looking good on offense. They've gotten points. Denia Thornton with some shots down low and some free throws, and she's looked good so far. And now the pass down low. Hanno kicks it back out. This is Barrow, drives, layup is good, and it's 13-2.
Well, Barrow, nice little crossover right there. Put a little heat.
And a travel. So another turnover. So this full court pressure giving Dutchtown all kinds of problems.
Coach Harvey has got some athletes on her team, and she's taking advantage of that with this zone press throughout the night. And the nice little steal there by number 20,
that's
Dixon.
One of the seniors, one of the three seniors on this Dutchtown team. Left side, this is Jordan. Gets it over to Donaldson.
Maybe Donaldson might get her and Lemon.
And a fight for it, and it looks like Santamah's going to get it. And a pass, nice pass, shot up, and a foul. Shot no good, but she'll go to the line. With 1:04 left.
Foul on Dutchtown. Let's see what number. 14.
So that's going to be Parker, and that's 4 fouls to none so far
Well, and you say sometimes people look at that and said that it's 4-0 on the fouls. Santa Ma's just a lot more aggressive right here.
Right.
And it's pretty obvious that's what happens. You would think it might happen on the scoreboard too, and it has to a certain extent there also.
Right. A lot of these have been fouls in the paint as shooters in the lane have been going up and getting fouled by the Dutchtown Lady Griffins. Dutchtown not getting a lot of shots, and that's kind of a situation where they're not getting a lot of fouls.
Shields
because of that. Donaldson gets it across, and now there's Dixon, puts it up, and no whistle. May have been contact, but it's Santa Ma ball. A couple of players down, they're back up.
We under a minute.
So this is Denia Thornton now. Gets it over to Barrow. Pass down low to Thornton and a travel.
Travel, good call right there.
Took an extra step. So now Ferry and Miller will check in. Jordan and Dixon will check out.
So you have Thornton on the ball, trying to make it more difficult to pass.
And on the as another opportunity for Santa Ma and misses, but a foul from behind, and Sailor Donaldson, I believe that's her second foul. Want to keep her out of foul trouble. They're going to inbound under the basket.
30 seconds left in the first quarter.
Myers is checked in for Santa Ma. That's one of the things I was trying to mention. Heidel misses. Rebound goes to Miller. And
Heidel right there at the free throw line. A pretty simple shot. Could not get it to fall.
So no pressure there. They go back on defense, and the three from Donaldson. Good.
Donaldson says, let me have one more shot in this first quarter, and I'm going to get one to fall right here. A big shot.
They'll have to hurry. 4 seconds. 3, 2, and she loses it, and Miller won't get a shot off. So after one, it's 14-5. Santa Ma with the lead, and we'll take a break. You're watching the EATEL Game of the Week on REV TV.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank SEC Heating and Cooling, Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing, GMC, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
Second quarter about to begin. Santa Ma with the lead over Dutchtown, 14-5. It was 14-2, but a late three from Donaldson got Dutchtown closer, and they trail by 9. And something to look for right now. Dutchtown having trouble with the full court pressure from Santa Ma, and also a 5-0 advantage for Santa Ma in the foul situation. They're 2 fouls away from getting to the bonus already in this as we begin this second quarter.
So we're going to see here in the second quarter, it's going to be a big thing to me is, can Dutchtown handle the press a little bit better and not just having to make long passes here and there, and then can they break the press and maybe get some pretty easy shots?
And you'll notice as you look at the defense, Sailor Donaldson is not in. They got to give her a little breather with the potential foul trouble as Heidel has it for Santa Ma. So this is where you need to see if Dutchtown has a complimentary scorer that can put points out there, as the three from Heidel is no good. Ferry with the rebound, but it's stripped. And that's Myers back to Heidel, and now Thornton will try a three. No good. Off the glass, rebound goes to Jordan for Dutchtown.
Oh, no press. Usually not a press and miss buckets. Thornton at the top of this zone.
And so
hoping to get some steals, maybe some easy layups.
So Hanno comes back in for Santa Ma, or checks out, and is going to be replaced by Shields as a shot no good. Offensive rebound, Ferry. She is She is eating up those rebounds and getting points right there. 14-7. That's at least her 5th or 6th rebound so far early on. She's not the tallest, but she's one of the toughest out there. So Sandoval with Barrow now driving the baseline is Thornton up and in. And they have no answer for that when she gets in the paint.
Well, that is Thornton, and that's been Thornton for 3 years here at Sandoval High School. That left wing over there, Jeff, that left-handed shot, either good from the three-point range or driving to that baseline and getting that easy attempt at a layup.
And so the foul's on Jordan. She'll come out. Dixon will come in, and Thornton will shoot one. So now 6-0 in the foul department.
Well, here's the press.
17-7, and Ferry loses it, gets it back. Lemon will get it across. Ferry not looking for it. It's stolen. And a pass to Thornton up. No good. Offensive rebound. Heidel.
Thornton says, I wish I would have been on the left side.
And a three. Good. And it's Barrow, and it's 20-7.
You don't want, you got to spread it out just a little bit more for Dutchtown.
Miller gets it to Ferry, and she is fouled by Myers. We'll see if
Myers,
this is a shooting foul.
Myers said, I don't know if I could stop you right here, but I'm sticking an arm in here trying to knock that ball free right here.
And that'll put Ferry on the line as it's called a shooting foul. So the first foul of the night against the Lady Gators, and Ferry will shoot two. Again, the disparity having to do with the number of shots, most likely. Shot no good. First free throw misses from Ferry. Dutchtown offensively just not doing much in the paint so far. Second free throw is good.
Look, they're throwing the ball in, and look at this, Jeff, all the way down. 2 passes.
And a shot too hard, and offensive rebound, and another offensive rebound, and Shields will go to the line.
We used to refer to that one back in the old days when McKinley was so good in boys basketball. We called it the McKinley fast break. 3 passes down, the ball never touched the floor, and we're getting a shot somewhere.
That was really impressive, and so the first free throw is good from Shields. And so now Sailor Donaldson is going to come back in and replace Dixon with 6:10 left to go in the second quarter. And so 7-1 on the foul situation. So Sandoval will be in the bonus from here on out in the first half. 22-8. And being in a bonus is tough when you play a team like Sandoval who can make their free throws. As this is Lemon, baseline stripped and a foul and contact, hard contact. Not deliberate contact.
Well, that's Parker there. Just trying to get that steal right there. Just could not get in position right there. And Thornton's going to be shooting a 1-and-1.
And J.C. Coleman's going to check in for Myers, and Agent Jordan's going to check in for Parker. So they'll go to the line. As we said, it's a bonus situation early on.
Got 24 in for the Lady Gators. J.C. Coleman, just a freshman.
First free throw is good. 15-point lead. And shot no good, so they'll stay 15. Rebound goes to Jordan. Dutchtown has it. Miller will control. Donaldson thinks about the three. Now Lemon. Lemon and Donaldson are their three-point threats. And she will pass it. Dangerous pass. And now on that steal. And the layup is good. And Thornton has more points.
And, you know, Jeff, Coach has got her in a perfect spot right here on the press and on the zone. And she is so quick.
Donaldson misses, but an offensive rebound by Jordan, and it's no good. And so Coleman gets the rebound for Sandoval. And in the lane, puts it up and in. Maya Barrow.
Presses off down. Thornton remains at the top on his own.
27-8 is the score. Donaldson passing. Jordan. And there's Miller. Donaldson now up top of the key. Left side, Jordan. Back to Donaldson. Now Lemon. And just not getting a good look at the basket. And another long three, and that's way off. Just not getting anything down low as they're just working the perimeter, but nobody can get free inside.
I know exactly how Coach Delry feels. In this game, it goes so fast, Coach. Jeff, it just goes so fast. And I'm going to just tell you, it could be by you so quick. With just a few steals here and there, and you don't seem to have answers.
And the shot, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound goes to Dutchtown. Miller.
Miller back, dribbling the ball down the floor.
Goes in the paint, and the shot no good. Ferry, and she'll go to the line. Another offensive rebound for Tori Ferry.
Ferry has been all over that lane, and I'm going to just tell you, if you don't block her out, she's going to take up some space in there, Jeff, and get some offensive boards.
Right. She's a physical player, and you're not going to outbox her once you get in the lane. Ferry will shoot two. No good. 4-10, 27-8. Santa Maria with the lead. Second free throw coming. Dutchtown needs some consistency on offense. And fewer turnovers. Shot no good. And a rebound, and they're running again, and it's too long. Pass goes too far. They were trying to get it to Grace Brown, who's just checked in the game.
Well, Brown needed to pick that up on a short hop and have you a nice little layup in there, but let it go, and it got away from her.
Miller with the ball. You see a lot of new players on defense for Santa Maria, and that's one of the advantages you get when you get a big lead. You can play more players. Offensive rebound, no good. Another shot up by Miller, and it's swatted away by J.C. Coleman.
Coleman right there, it looked like with a left hand.
I believe that was the right.
Right hand.
Now Donaldson will drive the lane, fake, and in. Nice fake. Got past Coleman and lays it in, 27-10. Now a little bit of pressure on the Dutchtown side, and they get a steal. And Lemon will put up the shot, no good, and it's taken by Santa Maria. Barrow, and they're running, and nice block by Jordan, but Santa Maria gets it, and a fight for the ball. There's lots of bodies on the ground.
Yeah, the referee's running there and said, let's just call a jump right here.
Yep, and Dutchtown's going to get it.
So, 20 for Dutchtown. That's Zoe Dixon and 14.
And the starters coming back in for
Parker
and Myers. So 17-point lead. Dutchtown trying to fight back. Dutchtown had a 13-point deficit against East Ascension. They got it cut to 4 at the end of the game, so they can score and make this interesting. Shot up and too long, and a rebound goes to Thornton. And full court pressure, and nearly another steal and contact, and a block by
Thornton. I would just have to tell her, just look up, and you're going to probably find somebody open. I know you're trying to dribble through about 3 girls. If 3 of them are on you, that means somebody's got to be open on the other end.
So Jordan will come in for Parker. And 1-on-1, 1-and-1, with 2:50 left to go. So it's 9 fouls, so from here on out it's going to be a double bonus. Jordan gets the rebound for Dutchtown. Called her name out a few times. Jordan's doing a good job on the rebounds. And now she'll shoot a 3, short. And rebound goes to Shields. And Dutchtown putting the pressure on. And that's when they made their run at the end of the game on Thursday night. But this time, Myers
Brett Myers, I can handle it from here. Nice little, just looks like a pregame, Jeff, when you shoot the layups to get it up and layup in line.
They're fast. That was one disadvantage that Dutchtown had, as they had a little trouble against East Ascension on transition.
And Myers brings this onto the court from last year.
Right. But to finish
as a starter.
To finish what I was saying, Dutchtown had trouble on transition, getting down on defense against East Ascension. That's kind of been trouble here tonight too, as a three is short. And good save, but it's going to go to Myers, and now Santa Ma's running again. And contact, and it's a block. Oh, and Donaldson's going to have three.
Well, you watch the replay right here. I would say with the dribbler going off to the left right there, could be easily called a block.
Yeah.
If the dribbler continues forward, it'd been easily called a charge, player control.
Close call. Could have gone either way. Shooting two, and the Barrow scores. So that's probably going to be the end of Donaldson here in the first half as Ferry comes in.
Well, Barrow, when she gets the outlet pass or the rebound, it doesn't matter anyone. She's down the floor quick.
Yes, she is. And the second shot is good. It's 31-10.
Well, we're going to finish up the last 2 minutes with a nice little press.
Dixon gets it over to Miller. And now she's trapped, and it goes off the leg of a Santa Maria defender. Ferry gets it, and she'll dribble and loses it.
Myers putting a little heat on her.
So Myers throw it into Heidel.
Heidel Myers.
Now Barrow to Heidel. Back to Barrow. Inside to Thornton. And I hear patience, but they're going to shoot a three, and it's short. Offensive rebound, and they'll go to the line again as Jordan fouls from behind. You heard the coach, Harvey, saying patience, patience, and moments after that, Thornton put up the three.
Well, Thornton's been a starter for 3 years, and with Coach Harvey for 2 years. And that three-pointer is her shot. There's no doubt about that, along with all the other athletic shots that she takes.
First free throw is good, 32-10, 1:25 before half. And it's no good, and Ferry gets the rebound. No big surprise there. Now Lemon has it for Dutchtown. Ferry will drive, goes up, shoots. Very aggressive move, and she'll go to the line and shoot two. I believe that's going to be against Shields. Yep, 20.
So Shields with a foul. And this has been, to me, like a pleasant surprise. Coach Delry here is the play of Ferry.
And the shot is good. And we got some substitutions. Hanno for Santa Ma and Jenna Humphrey, her first action tonight in the varsity game for Dutchtown. She was a starter on the JV team. Santa Ma won the JV game earlier tonight. And shot's no good. Rebound goes to Thornton. Checking behind her, now kicks it out. Barrow for three, and she's made a couple, but she doesn't make that one. Hannah with the rebound, and she will get it over to Thornton. And a shot. No good. Rebound. Fight by Myers. She gets it. Myers, excuse me. And a three. Barrow.
Barrow says, I've been dribbling down this floor all night long. I'm sitting right here wide open for a three. Nice little pass right there for the three-pointer.
Right. Myers to Barrow, and then the three, and off the foot. And
I think Myers there for a little reach in, 13.
So, yes, 13 commits a foul. Not near the bonus situation. 4 team fouls for Santa Ma. And the substitution will be Grace Brown coming in for Myers. And there's Dixon to Jordan. Now left side. Got it over to Humphrey, and now they'll set up with Jordan. 28 seconds left to go. And now Humphrey back to Lemon, back to Humphrey. She'll shoot the three, and it's good.
Nice shot there from the corner.
35-14 is our
Humphrey
score.
with a nice rotation on that ball. Under 10 seconds.
8, 4, and a long three, in and out, offensive rebound, no good. And we'll go to the half. It's 35-14, Santa Maria with a big lead. We'll take a break, and we'll come back to talk about our halftime performances and talk about what we expect in the second half. We'll take a break. You're watching the EATEL Game of the Week on REV TV.
New inventory arriving weekly at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. We've got truckloads of inventory en route. Even if you don't see it on the lot, it's on the way during the end of summer sale at Ross Downing Buick GMC Hammond and Ross Downing Buick GMC of Gonzales. Like the new 2021 Sierra 1500 on the way at RossDowningHammond.com. RossDowningGonzales.com.
Dr. Brian Hollis is Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Dr. Hollis has an excellent reputation for bringing state-of-the-art technology and the highest standard of patient care to Ascension. He attended LSU Dental School, and he completed a residency to become a board-certified specialist in orthodontics. An avid supporter in our community, Dr. Hollis is married to Celeste Pyron Hollis, and they have 4 children. Dr. Hollis, Ascension Parish's orthodontist. Grow up smiling with Hollis Orthodontics.
It's game day. A day that should be spent in the living room, not the kitchen. So next game, you just worry about the score, because we've got the food covered. With hand-battered, cooked-to-order, always fresh, never-ever frozen chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, crispy crinkle-cut fries, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
The Title Law Firm has been fighting for our clients to get their best recovery for over 20 years. And now that tradition will continue to the next generation.
Hi, I'm Rick Tata, the newest member of the Title Law Firm.
We understand that it can be frustrating dealing with your claim.
So we're here to help you get what you deserve. If you're seriously injured in an accident, call the Title Law Firm today.
We're not just a face on an ad.
Call 756-0007 when you're injured. You gotta call Title.
We're at the half here at the Gold Dome in Santa Maria, and Santa Maria with the 35-14 lead over Dutchtown. Portion Swack with you, and one of the things we like to do at the half when we have the opportunity is talk about all of the senior players that are out here on the court. So let's do that right now, Swack. Let's talk about Santa Maria first, since they're the home team.
Well, there they are right there. And look, some of these girls been playing here for 3 years. Well, they have all the names there with Byers and Brown and Byers. Byers has been a 2 or 3 year starter and is not playing tonight with an injury, and she's been their leading scorer. Callahan and Barrow, she has gone up and down the floor and has been the ringleader for the team here as far as getting the ball on the fast break. Shanklin and then Boudreaux. So it's been a nice little group right here, and coaches say, this has been nice because I'm going to just tell you, they have a large JV group, they have a large varsity group, and not many of the JV kids have to come up and play varsity basketball. So, with the popularity of volleyball, the popularity of the other sports you have with swimming and cross country, and sometimes people make choices, and hopefully some of these girls, are playing multiple sports and getting highly involved in a lot of ways. But they're your seniors, probably a pretty big group for a basketball team.
Yeah, and especially you compare it to Dutchtown. And Dutchtown, like we talked about with Chase Delry, it's a total rebuild, and so he only has 3 seniors out there with the team, as he had to replace a lot of people after Coach Lowry left at Dutchtown a couple of years ago, but 3 have stuck around. Zoe Dixon, Sailor Donaldson, Marcia Vessel. And you saw Dixon come off the bench earlier. Donaldson, of course, been in foul trouble tonight. Vessel not available for the Lady Griffins tonight. Let's talk about Donaldson. She's she's been in foul trouble here tonight, but she's their leader, no doubt, and their top scorer.
And she just hadn't got going,
right,
scoring wise. But this is where she's the leader,
right? And we talked about
folks,
that.
I can't emphasize enough to you of being an athletic director 10 years at Santa Monica High School. That 4.0 right there is seriously good.
Right, and that's an unweighted 4.0.
Unweighted, you mean your honors classes mean, that honors A means nothing. 4.0 is the max you can get, or an A is the max you can get. And I'm going to just tell you, this is out of every female basketball player in 5A in the state, and you have 62 teams. And it's not a team or anything like this. If there's 30 or 40 of them, it's 30 or 40 of them.
Right.
I can just tell you right now, no one under 4.0 made the team.
Right, and this is the academic all-state composite team, but I bet you that there's not a lot of those girls who are on that team that are as prolific a scorer as she is and as much of a leader as she is out here on the court.
And she's not having a good start right here, but last week when we did the East Ascension game, the first half, she was on fire. Second half, kind of got a little tired and stuff like this, so let's just see. I know she's got some foul trouble. Let's just see what she can get going here in the second half.
And so while we make a little transition here, we're going to talk about the district play for both teams. Dutchtown 0-2. Thursday night, you saw the game against EA on REV TV. They lost 50-45. Before that, they lost a heartbreaker by 2 to McKinley, and so they're in danger of falling to 0-3 unless they can get things going. Santa Monica, they just started their district play, and they got a big win right off the bat against St. Joe's.
Yeah, and you could see that it's going to be important that you get all of you girls back to go into the playoff run. It's going to be important that you could try to get to a situation for Coach Harvey that she has a home basketball game in the playoffs like they did last year. But I truly believe this. Whatever happens right here, there's not a dominating force in, I think, the boys or the girls in that 5A league in the Baton Rouge or Cincinnati. So anything could happen right here. And in order for Dutchtown to make it, they're going to have to win some games the rest of the way.
So when you look at the overall district records, as you see, McKinley on top with only 5 losses and the 1-0 record, but Santa Monica's right behind them 1-0. St. Joe's and East Ascension 1-1. Woodlawn's not played a game. They got a nice record, but they haven't played a district game yet. Dutchtown's 11-11, and they're 0-2 on the season.
Yeah.
And on the boys' side, Santa Monica's having a great season over there as well.
Well, when you look at everybody's record right here, no one is spectacular.
Right.
Everyone has a number of victories and they have some losses. And so it's going to be interesting to see just what happens in district play. It's going to be a lot of fun down the road.
On the boys' side, though, East Ascension had a big win earlier in the week last week with the win over Catholic. So
very, very much so. My wife and I watched the last quarter of that, and it's all about that free throw, Jeff.
Yep.
That free throw, making those free throws. And East Ascension in a home game for Catholic beat them 58-55.
And so our games of the week, next week we'll have a couple of games like we always do. Right now it's up in the air because the soccer brackets won't come out until later. The end of the week is the end of the regular season. So over the weekend we expect to see the brackets out, and we expect some home games. So we'll have a clearer picture later in the week on where we're going to be. Or we may have girls basketball. It just depends on the circumstances. But we're definitely going to have Santa Monica against EA. And tomorrow night we're going to have basketball as well. So that's another one that we're going to look forward to as well.
And tomorrow night, we're Dutchtown and EA. We already had that one at Dutchtown, and that was tight. That was real tight. And basically, East Ascension with Darnell Lee taking over the basketball program. They seem to be clicking a little bit.
Yep.
And so it's going to be interesting to see just exactly what happens here in these last couple of weeks of the boys' basketball season.
Dutchtown a little late coming in.
Well, once that referee blew that whistle, she should have put it on the ground. But, that's fine.
They're set up now. And so there's a pass down low in the lane taken, and Donaldson gets it for Dutchtown. And now Lemon will have it and gets it over to Miller. Now Donaldson has it again. Ferry with the pass too high, trying to get it down low over to Parker.
Well, good thought right there by Ferry, but, not open underneath right there, but good idea trying to get it down low in position to possibly shoot a layup.
So Idell has it. And down low to Thornton and lays it in. And that's one of the things, Swack, one of the reasons why they have such an advantage. You got the inside-outside game as you got Thornton inside as Dutchtown gets it across, but then you got Barrow outside as well, and that's why they've been so impressive as a foul will be committed.
And, right here, Heidel, a little blocking foul. But this is what I've noticed about Thornton. Where do you see her all the time, it looks like? On the outside.
Right.
She started that sequence on offense right there in the lane.
Ferry shoots, but it's blocked, and now Donaldson has it. She puts it up, and it's good.
Love that jumper. You don't see a lot of that in basketball. A lot of set shots being put up nowadays.
So Thornton on the outside, like you said. The outside points tonight have been coming from Amaya Barrow, as she has that up at top, the key. Pass down low to Thornton, and a strip, but she gets it back. And I believe she stepped out of bounds. So she commits a turnover.
Well, got a turnover right there. Nice little defensive play by Dutchtown.
And so here comes Miller, gets it across easily.
Nice job by Miller, getting the ball down the floor.
Now Donaldson.
Looked like maybe a possible walk right there.
And down low, shot is up and in, and the foul.
So Ferry, just like what she was trying to do last time, went to the little bounce pass in there.
Yep, and she got it to Parker. Parker put it way up on the top of the glass, and it went in.
Well, wherever it hits doesn't matter, but that last thing you said, it went in.
Yep. Sometimes prayers are answered.
Oh, yes.
And so Hano's going to check in for Santa Maria. 2 fouls against Santa Maria, none against Dutchtown. That's a reversal from the first half. Shot no good, and what's that, a lane violation?
I got a lane violation. You can get in there after that ball has been released. If you are one of the rebounders, if you're the shooter, you got to wait till it makes contact.
Parker gets another chance.
Everybody else got to be behind that three-point line.
And it's good. So they take advantage of the violation. They make it 37-19. And Thornton will control at the point.
Well, Dutchtown in the zone.
A little different. Thornton running the offensive set. Now gets it over to Barrow. That's what we're used to. Barrow or Heidel.
Well, need to get a little bit more movement. There you go. Dutchtown doing a better job shutting down Thornton when she goes through the lane.
But that time they get it there, but it's loose, and it goes straight to Myers, and she scores.
I'm going to tell you, Myers said that was about as good as it could get right there. Nice assist by Thornton. Little left hand on the board right there by Myers for the easy 2.
And a turnover, and Santa Maria gets it right back. It's a 20-point lead right now. Myers thought about the three. Heidel. Over to Barrow. Kicks it out, and here's a three from Thornton, and it's short. Goes out of bounds, and it goes off of Ferry. 5:30, it's 39-19.
I like Ferry's effort. She has done a very good job getting some rebounds, playing some defense in there.
And Heidel misses off the back rim.
Heidel remembers some coach along the way said, follow your shot. She did there and almost got the rebound.
But Santa will lose possession on the arrow. And Dutchtown has it.
All right, no press here. Maybe that's because of a score differential. Or maybe she'll throw it in there every once in a while because I know Coach Harvey would like to possibly press a little bit more just for conditioning purposes.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Pressure makes both sides tired, so you want to kind of conserve some energy and use it in the right spots, perhaps. And we have a whistle in the lane, a travel by Ferry. But Coach Harvey, I think when the game gets a little closer, when it gets to about that 15, 14-point range, they go back to that full court pressure and kick it back up a notch and get it and extend their lead a little bit. That's been what's going on a little bit here tonight as well. They're in control of this game right now. But a steal by Sailor Donaldson.
Donaldson, nice job right there.
Gets in the lane, shoots, scores.
Good job. I tell you, when she squares those shoulders up, she's just like dynamite, automatic.
And the three coming from Barrow, and she misses. She's made, I believe, 3 of them at least tonight in the first half. That was her first look in the second half, and it goes out of bounds.
Got a long ways to go right here by both teams.
39-21.
Blocking foul there.
Whistle. And that's on 50. That's Hanno.
Hanno need to take that extra step, get that baseline blocked off.
So Miller will get it to Donaldson. She shoots, and it's long. Rebound Myers. And this is Barrow. And that may be a double dribble. Offer, yes, double dribble.
Good call by the official.
And so they talked it over with Coach Harvey. Maybe not happy with that call. Looked a little indecisive there. First called it off her leg, then looked like they were going to call over and back, but then they decided with the other violation and a three-pointer and a timeout.
Miller right there. And who got that assist? Fury out there. Ferry at the free throw line extended. Dished it out there to her teammate.
And so Dutchtown's got it down to 15. They're not giving up. They had trouble in that first quarter getting consistency on offense, and they committed a lot of turnovers. But the full court pressure is not really phasing them that much. As you see, Coach Harvey, she's going to make sure she gets her point across. That's for sure. She's a good coach.
Well, you know, the whole thing that she wants to do is we're looking at that scoreboard, and we're not getting anything accomplished right here. You know, a lot of coaches like to say at halftime, if it's a 20-point game, it's 0-0. Let's win the second half.
Right. So Dutchtown is creeping back. 15 points.
Heidel bringing the ball down the floor.
And Barrow.
Got to get some movement by both teams, offensively and defensively.
And Barrow tried to drive the lane, loses it, but it goes off of Dutchtown. And a substitution coming in, number 20, Taylor Shields, and Hanno will come out. So throwing it in, and then nearly stolen, and Heidel with 3. No good. Rebound, Dutchtown. So they can cut it to 12, perhaps 13 or 12. Donaldson with a three, and it's long off the back iron. And Santa Maria has it back, and they're running, but Dutchtown gets back on defense. Good job by Dutchtown on transition there. Thornton goes left baseline and contact, and Ferry, I think, is going to commit the foul. That'll be the first foul in the third quarter, second half for Dutchtown. They've kept Sailor Donaldson out of foul trouble.
Thornton's going to basically do that little fake, drive that baseline or shoot it or pass it somewhere.
Dixon and Humphrey are in now for Dutchtown. And Thornton will shoot, and another whistle, and that's contact. Asian Jordan will commit the foul. Jordan is a freshman. There's a lot of young players out here as they got a couple of freshmen on the court with Humphrey and Jordan. So we talk about the young players on the Santa Maria side. Dutchtown's got a lot of young players, too, that Coach Delry is trying to get some seasoning.
And deny Thornton, that's 2 plays in a row. She's on the ground.
Yep.
Getting whacked around a little bit.
So the free throw is good. It's 40-24. (41-24).
Yeah, this is what it's all about right here.
The steal, and kind of like I said, as it goes up and contact with no whistle, and a fight, and the rebound goes to Santa Maria. Timeout's called by Harvey.
I'm usually not in favor of that. I think that was a great timeout call right there because it was a little chaotic there in that lane that time.
And I think you just saw what I was trying to bring up, Coach, that they've been kind of picking and choosing their spots for that full court pressure. As every time Dutchtown makes a run and gets it a little close, gets it to about 15 or 16, they come back with that full court pressure, and they are able to extend that lead back up to 18, 19, 20 points.
Yeah, and Jeff, it's not that you can't stay with the full court press the entire time, but the girls have to learn how to handle that half court offense when a lot of their offense has been involved coming off the press.
And so it's going to be Santa Maria possession. They're up by 17. They've got it up to 20. And a shot by Barrow is good. 43-24.
Barrow, nice job in that lane with that 8-footer.
Donaldson with a dangerous pass. Dixon has it. And a steal, and a layup is no good. Offensive rebound up and in. Thornton.
Thornton says, I waited for that ball to roll off that rim, so I was sitting there waiting on it.
I think right now Coach Harvey is sensing a chance to kill shot here with that full court pressure.
Look at Myers on a steal.
And a nice pass. Layup no good. Lemon with the rebound. Donaldson drives, shoots, and it's short, and rebound Santa Maria, and they're running. Barrow loses it. And a steal by Humphrey, and here she comes.
A little fatigue in the game.
Shot up and no good, but she'll go to the line as Heidel commits the foul. So
that was back and forth right there. A little bit of fatigue.
So Humphrey, number 30, Jenna Humphrey. As the free throw is up and no good. So first shot, no good.
Well, basically what I'm looking at is Denia Thornton has stepped up because Katrina Byers has not played in this game, out with an injury.
And the second shot is no good.
And I would say Thornton is easily in double digits on the rebounds.
Shot is good. set shot by Grace Brown, wide open.
First time we've called her name tonight.
And Dutchtown falling behind by 23.
Myers can't slow her down.
Shot is good.
And Nia Miller with a little running layup there.
And a push out of bounds. And that's going to be Humphrey.
That'll be a throw in, not in a 1-on-1 situation.
Fouls in the second half, pretty balanced, 4-3. As Parker comes in for Humphrey. You see the contact right there. Good shot. Good shot by Nolan. And three-pointer coming. No good. Offensive rebound. No good. Offensive rebound. No good. Defensive rebound. And here comes Dutchtown.
Boy, that was a battle, Jeff.
So inside of a minute. And you may be able to hear Coach Harvey on the sideline. They're up 20, but she's still coaching like it's a tie game right now.
And Thornton with the steal. Getting the ball to Heidel.
That's Brown.
You got less than 30 seconds. Nice pass.
A nice look and no good from Myers.
Just could not let it roll in.
Heidel with the steal. And the shot is no good, but going to the line is Taylor Shields. 23 and a half seconds left. 47-26.
Vessel with the foul.
So she'll shoot two. It's 4-4 in the foul department in the second half. So no team really approaching the bonus at this point. And it's good. And the cheerleaders, look at that. They've had a lot to cheer about on the Santa Maria side here tonight. It's 48-26. Good look at Shields. She started in place of Katarina Byers tonight. And it's 49-26.
And Shield Jr.
Miller gets it across. Ferry's got a shot at a layup, but she took a step. I think her eyes were wide open. She was excited about getting a point-blank layup and just committed the turnover.
A lot of times walking, when it's called, it's because maybe sometimes it is walking, sometimes it's not, but sometimes it just looks like walking.
Yep. And now we have the opposite end as traveling called with 3.4 seconds left. So
don't let them throw the length of the floor.
Lemon.
Don't foul anybody.
Don't commit a turnover. That's the key. End of the third, 49-26. Santa Maria with the lead. We'll take a break. You're watching the EATEL Game of the Week on REV TV.
The athletic training staff of Dutchtown High School would like to thank SEC Heating and Cooling, Hollis Orthodontics, Tata Law Firm, Raising Cane's in Prairieville, Ross Downing, GMC, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic Foundation for their support of our sports medicine program.
As we get ready for the fourth quarter here, we are going to wish a happy birthday to our main man out here. Let's get him on camera. There you go. Happy birthday. I get one on Wednesday, but we're not going to be live, so I don't have to get embarrassed myself out here. So happy birthday to Andre, our producer, director, well, our director. Lyle's our producer. He does a great job at home too, but Andre gets it done here at the home site every week and every night, and a happy birthday to him.
Red wire hooks to the red spot, green wire to the green spot. Got it down pat. Don't mess anything up. Does a heck of a job.
Absolutely. They're the reason why we look good. Well, I don't really look that good. I don't look as good as a coach here.
No comment on any of that.
At least I'm not wearing that green shirt tonight, right? 23-point lead going into the fourth. Thornton to Barrow.
Starter still in. Probably Coach Harvey saying, I need a little bit more out of my girls here.
They're taking their time, though, as they have the big lead. There's no hurry. So Heidel gets it down low, and a shot no good. And
Myers
blocked and out of bounds.
Partially blocked, out of bounds.
That's the second or third time that just by good fortune, Myers has been where the ball has landed. And
well, I don't know what it looks to me like Coach Harvey wants a lot of movement right here from the girls.
Yeah.
Just keep it going.
There's still 3 games left in district after this one. So.
Well, they just went man-to-man.
And now Barrow will pull up and shoot, and it's wide, no good. Rebound, Parker.
So I would venture to say you're going to see man-to-man the rest of the fourth quarter.
And a shot no good. 3 from Miller. And now Barrow will shoot, and it's rebounded by Miller. She gets it back.
From one end of the floor to the other pretty quick. Just no buckets by either team.
Ferry in the lane, shoots, blocked, but a foul. She'll go to the line, and Shields commits the foul.
Ferry has caught a number of balls right there in that same area. Has tried to pass it a few times. I think did exactly what she needed to do, square up and shoot that little 8-foot, 10-foot jumper.
She's a junior. I really look forward to seeing her play next year. Shot is good.
Nice rotation on that ball with that wrist movement. Look at her practicing it right there. Good job there, Ferry.
She's going to be one of the team leaders next year, that's for sure. You got Lemon coming back. You got Miller. And you got Ferry, who are all juniors. Parker's a junior, too. There's going to be good senior leadership on this team next season.
Well, no press by Dutchtown.
Now Thornton gets it in the lane, and she traveled. So a turnover. So Dutchtown has a chance to get it inside of 20 with 6.5 minutes left to go.
Coach Harvey wants the press.
Miller over to Ferry, and nice job with the passes. Kicks it out, and here's Miller. Good.
Oh, a beautiful shot right there by Miller.
And it's 18. Now Myers has it back to Heidel. Nice job, and Hanno scores.
Hanno right there, perfect right there with the left-handed layup.
Now Miller races. 51-31. So Miller right side, now back up top. Lemon. And now Ferry from the free throw line, in and out. Offensive rebound and a shot, and she'll go to the line. Breanne Parker.
Hanno with a foul, shooting 2. Will be Parker.
Sailor Donaldson's going to come in a moment for Dutchtown. Grace Brown's going to check in for Santamar. And the first shot's no good. The big difference is that slow first quarter. Dutchtown got off to a really slow start. Yeah, it was 14-2 near the end of the first quarter as Thornton's going to check out. But that 12-point lead, it's only extended to 8 more since then. Dutchtown's played a lot more competitive after that first quarter.
Definitely. That's a plus that Coach Delry needs to talk about with his girls. Grace Brown in for Thornton.
Because I covered the game by myself last year. I think you were out for a little while as Donaldson checks in. And one of the things, it was a similar start last year where Dutchtown got in a big hole early. But the difference is they've been fighting since then, and they've kept this game competitive since then. Last year when they dug their hole, they just kept digging deeper and deeper and just couldn't get out. As they get a turnover. And now Jordan has it for Dutchtown. Back to Lemon. Donaldson drives, baseline jumper. Behind the glass.
That hit when it hits the frame that holds up the backboard, it's out of bounds.
So it's still a 20-point game. And now this is Myers. Now kicks it out to Brown. Left side. Pass down low. Myers looking. Turnaround jumper. Good. Nice job off the glass.
Nice pass right there by EATEL, but I love the shot there by Myers. Said that the layup wasn't the deal. Had to take a little dribble out to the middle of that lane and come back with that little jump hook. Nice shot.
So Ferry with the pass, gets it to Jordan. Shot from the lane is good. Whistle, and a timeout is called. It's going to be 53-33. Santa Maria with the lead, and so Coach Delry calls the timeout.
And I love the timeout. Don't stop coaching your kids. Mm-hmm. That's exactly what he's doing.
Yep, and I can tell you, because having watched Dutchtown Santa Maria 2 years in a row, Dutchtown looks so – we've talked about it, but we don't really have any proof. Dutchtown looks better than they did last year. Well, they only had 6 wins last year. They're up to 11 now, as you see the other side, Coach Harvey. But last year here in the Gold Dome, it was maybe the roughest game of the year for the Dutchtown Lady Griffins. And they had a rough start, but they've fought, and they've stayed in it, and they've played good basketball since then. And the lead is 20, but it could be a lot more. It would have been a lot more last season.
Well, we just saw pictures of both coaches. We're looking at both coaches right now. I'm just telling you, Jeff, in the years of officiating, you know, when it gets to be out-of-hand game, you know, a 15 or 20-point game, sometimes the players give up, sometimes the coaches give up. And these two right here are doing an outstanding job, going to coach their kids throughout the end of this game.
And we're going to get to see the Dutchtown boys tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Dutchtown at East Ascension.
Nice movement around there, EATEL.
So Dutchtown at East Ascension is going to be our other game of the week. That'll be tomorrow night.
Well, they're man-to-man.
So Hannah thought about the three. Now she kicks it out to Barrow. And there's Myers again, misses, and Ferry with the rebound. Sailor Donaldson has it. All-State Academic. Three, short. Myers with the rebound. But here comes Jordan from behind. It's a tie ball, and Dutchtown keeps it. They definitely have not quit out there. They're playing hard. And now a three, no good. Offensive rebound, Jordan shoots, and she'll go to the line again. I believe that's Hannah with the foul. Yes, it is. Halfway done with this fourth quarter. So Agent Jordan, one of the freshmen, will go to the line. So our game tomorrow, as I said, will be Dutchtown boys versus East Ascension. And then next week, we will have either at the beginning of the week soccer, playoffs, or girls basketball, to be determined once the brackets come out and we get the game secured. But there will also be the rivalry on the boys' side.
Well, Thornton back in the game. And also Taylor Shields.
So still 53-33 as Jordan shoots. And in and out, no good. Rebound Thornton. So in spite of the 20-point lead, you see Harvey with her starters. As there's still a lot of season left to go, and you need to get some experience out there and maybe learn a few things as another travel against Thornton. You've seen a few of those tonight. A few extra steps. The rest of Santa Maria's schedule, they go to McKinley next on the 28th. Then on the 31st, they get Woodlawn. Then on the 3rd, they play East Ascension. Dutchtown, they will drop to 0-3 if they can't pull this out. And then they still have Woodlawn and St. Joseph's left to play in district. But they have those games outside of district you talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, right? So they still have a chance to make the playoffs if they can get a win or two. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Barrow. really since about the halfway point. It's been about a 18, 20-point game. So really nothing happening there as a turnover and another turnover. And a shot, no good. Offensive rebound up, no good. And rebound, Miller. Dutchtown's running.
Basically, Perry
in and
handles that all by herself on the defensive end.
And so they'll shoot one. The 8th foul of the half for
and Nia Miller. Nice work underneath the basket.
So again, to kind of wrap it up as we go here with 3 minutes left, our games next week will be either a soccer playoff game or a girls basketball game and EA Santa Monica boys. So that'll be fun. .249 left to go. And Heidel over the barrel and wide open down low, and the shot is in and out, no good. Thornton rebound, no good, and a foul over the back against Shields. So Dutchtown will have possession.
1-1.
Yeah, it's a bonus as she did have possession. So she'll go to the line. So it's 17 as Hanno comes back in for Shields. So they cut to 15. Breanne Parker. Again, Dutchtown's been competitive since that first quarter. Shot is good. And one more coming. It'll be double bonus after this. It's a 16-point game.
Coach Delry gets his girls out of the free throw lane.
And shots no good. Rebound.
Picking them up full court, man to man.
And Barrow has it down low. Thornton shoots and fouled. Go to the line.
Nice little thought with a little pick and roll. Nice pass. Just could not quite make the 6-foot layup there.
So Miller commits the foul. And so Thornton will shoot 2. And so that's the 5th foul against Dutchtown. 54-37 is the lead. Second free throw is good. 18-point game. So Santa Monica will get the win here tonight, most likely. And they're at 17 in the power rankings. This is important that they win this game and win a couple more if they want to get a home game, as the three-pointer is good, as Lemon makes her first 3 of the night.
Boy, and, you know, we just saw her a couple of weeks ago against East Ascension. That I take that back. It was against Denham Springs, I believe.
Yeah, she made 4 threes in that first half.
A heck of a night from that three-point line.
And so timeout called by Coach Harvey. It's a 15-point game. It's still a comfortable lead for Santa Monica, but you got to think that Coach Harvey's kind of disappointed with the way the girls have been playing here in the fourth quarter, as they've had a chance to extend the lead to over 20. But Coach Delry and Dutchtown won't quit. They just keep coming, and they're not going away, and they get the ball with a chance to score some more points and get this lead a little closer.
As we said earlier, both coaches, you see right there, just saw Coach Delry, both coaches coaching their kids.
But this is a good, what we call in education, a teachable moment for Santa Monica, as you never get complacent. You never feel like you got this game in control, as Dutchtown's putting up a fight, and so this is an opportunity for them to see how they respond to that kind of answer. As the starters are still in the game, while Hanno is in, Shields is out. Katarina Byers not playing tonight for Santamon. Marcia Vessel not playing for Dutchtown. And passes up to 3, and now Miller takes the 3 in and out. Oh, that would have been an interesting turn of events if that would have gone in. Could have got it to 12. Barrow nearly commits the turnover.
EATEL involved with the dribbling with Thornton at the top of the key. A lot of movement by the girls.
And now this is Myers getting it over to Barrow, and she's got a wide open look at the lane and scores.
And I imagine that is all that coach wanted right there was let's just get layups. Let's take very good short shots right there. That's exactly what happened.
And a whistle and a late whistle and a foul, as foul's going to be committed by Thornton, and that'll be a double bonus, as it looks like Miller's going to go to the line, and Jordan and Ferry will check in for Dutchtown. There's some unfinished business with this Santamon team. You covered the playoff game last season where they had the big comeback and made all the free throws and won the game. They only lost by 3 to Walker in the second round. Walker is decidedly the number 1 team in the state, and so they're really, really talented, and they played them really closely last season. And so they feel like if they can get a couple of home games in and maybe move up in the power rankings, they could make a run in the postseason.
No doubt about that. That's why you're playing, and that's why you're working right here.
Right now they want to avoid Walker because they're the number 1 seed, but right now they're at that 17 spot, so they could play in the second round, as Hano's going to go to the line. I think that's Jordan with the foul.
Haley Heidel right there, dribbling all the way to the goal, basically uncontested layup. Shot it a little bit strong.
So
Hano right there with the rebound.
So she'll shoot 2. First one is good. When you look at the 5 top seeds in 5A, you got Walker, number 1, Parkway out of Shreveport, number 2, Lafayette High, number 3, Ponchatoula 4, and Barb 5. And so that's what you're potentially looking at as a second-round opponent for Santamon, depending on how they fare the rest of this season.
Let me just tell you one, being a North Louisiana coach, Parkway's in Bossier. They don't like to refer to themselves as a Shreveport school.
Right. You got me wrong on that one, Swag. Ferry with a shot and a block.
I'm just trying to save you.
Yep. J.C. Coleman with the block, the freshman.
Good job here with a timeout. Let's settle them down and see what happens if she's going to put in a new group or what's going to happen. We're going to finish the game with 45 seconds left.
And so let's look at that game of the week schedule one more time, as next week you'll see, as you take a look at the coach right there, you're going to have either soccer playoffs or girls basketball at the beginning of the week, and then you're going to have Santamon EA at the end of the week. And then we'll start to get to more basketball games and potential playoff games as we go. And don't forget, tomorrow night, Dutchtown at East Ascension boys basketball. So big schedules.
And you see Katarina Byers right there behind Coach there with the black sweatshirt on. Saying, I'll be back. Just give me another few games, maybe. I'll be back and ready to roll.
So the officials ready. As a shout out to one of my fellow ISSP brethren out there, Greg Simmons, out there on the court making the calls.
So when you observe his officiating, is it like an after-school detention or maybe a 3-day suspension, or what you going to do here with Sim?
He's a middle school ISSP, so he's got a tougher job than me because he's got to decide all that type of stuff.
Oh, Lord, come on.
So now we have what are we going to have here? Possession to Dutchtown. And a shot from Jordan, no good. And a foul from behind by Ferry.
Be 1-1.
So this is the bonus. So that they've reached 7. It's 11 fouls against Sam in the second half. So Thornton will shoot. For a game that's pretty much decided, this has been slow going. Both teams calling timeouts. Both teams coaching like it's a playoff game and it's tied up. Both teams trying to take advantage of the situation right now as having teachable moments. And it goes out of bounds off of Coleman. A lot of times you see this last moments and they just run the clock out. Both teams still have unfinished business out here.
Dutchtown will be playing Woodlawn next.
Shots no good by Jordan, and another rebound by
Santa Maria will be at McKinley.
Oh, there's a nice block. Saved by Dutchtown, 18 seconds left, and Jordan shoots a three, no good. And guess who's got the rebound? Ferry. She drives in contact, and
Myers there with a little reach in.
Yep. So finish out that schedule, Swack.
Well, we have it's going to be a home game against Woodlawn for Dutchtown. That'll be the 27th, so I would assume that's going to be later on this week. And then McKinley for the Santa Maria Lady Gators. That's going to be at McKinley. And then it's kind of a strange deal with Dutchtown. They have Family Christian, who's not in the district, but it's a non-district game. And then the Lady Gators will play Woodlawn, East Ascension, and then Hanville. You know, going through the Dutchtown's schedule, if you watch the last 10 seconds, basically here at Santa Maria, then Woodlawn, Family Christian, St. Charles, St. Joseph, which will be district, Dunham, and Brewley.
Donaldson has it, kicks it out, and trying to get final points blocked by Coleman. And the clock will run out. And this game is over, and Santa Maria wins. 59-41. Impressive performance by Santa Maria with the early first half lead and never looked back and won. Good job by Dutchtown, hanging on, fighting, and not giving in and not making this a complete blowout like we saw in previous seasons. So still some time for Del Rita to learn a few things and get a little more experience, but a big win for Bianca Harvey and the Santa Maria Lady Gators.
And I'm just telling you, Jeff, the difference in the game, and a big difference. The press, the full court press of the Lady Gators got many turnovers, many buckets off of that, and it just never seemed like Dutchtown could get in any kind of sync or anything. And that was, to me, a huge difference in the game for the Lady Gators.
And we'll have basketball tomorrow on the boys' side as Dutchtown will take on East Ascension. So that will wrap up our broadcast for tonight. Swack, thanks a lot for
enjoyed it, baby.
You bet. And so we'll see you tomorrow. Happy birthday to our big man, Andre.
Andre's buying the steaks tonight?
Yeah, exactly. And I'm buying on Wednesday. All right, that's going to end it. 59-41, Santa Maria with the win over Dutchtown. You've been watching the EATEL Game of the Week on REV TV.